And welcome back to video 3 out of chapter 4, infection control. Before we wrap all this up, I want to just segue for a moment away from the state board test to the real practice of barbering. Okay? I have some friends who own, I think, about 21 Great Clips franchises, and they have been having this problem recently. Their customers are coming in, they're complaining that, oh, I caught dandruff last time I was here. You can't catch dandruff. On page 262 of your textbook, it talks about dandruff. There are two kinds. The fancy term for dandruff is pityriasis. Now, 1,000 years ago, my beauty school teacher told us, pity anyone who has dandruff. And it really stayed in my head, and it helped me pass the test in several different states. Pityriasis is dandruff. And there are two kinds. There's pityriasis simplex, where we get the English word simple. It's the dry, flaky dandruff we're all acquainted with. And it's true, you cannot catch it. You go to the store, you buy dandruff shampoo, and the problem is solved. The other bigger problem is pityriasis steatoidis. This is a greasy, waxy dandruff that bacteria will then build up in. And what you actually catch is the bacteria. And how you catch this is because your barber didn't properly clean his or her combs, brushes, shears, or most of the time, clippers. Which leads us back to chapter 4, cleaning and disinfecting tools and equipment. It talks specifically on page 89 about cleaning and disinfecting clippers and outliners and all tools with non-detachable blades. In other words, you can't take the blade off. Okay, clippers, trimmers, outliners. How do you clean them? It begins on page 89 in picture 2 by saying you use a stiff brush to brush the hair off into the garbage. This goes back to the beginning of the chapter in cleaning, which is a physical process. First, they talked about washing your hands with soap and water. It's a physical process. Now they're talking about using a brush to clean the hair out of your clipper blades. Again, it's a physical process. And I told you in the first video, cleaning and disinfecting will be repeated over and over and over on your test. So you begin by cleaning. You take a small stiff brush, you clean the hair out, hopefully over the garbage can. Then you move on to actually cleaning it. And here's what it says on page number 90. For non-detachable blades, submerge only the cutting teeth of the clipper blades into the blade wash and turn the unit on. Okay? This is how you disinfect your non-detachable clipper blades. And the fact that my friends are having this problem now, I'm sure it's not exclusively to them. They have shops in both California and Florida. Somehow I think it's probably happening in other 48 states as well. I just happen to have had these particular people bring it to my attention. Okay? Not properly cleaning and disinfecting your clippers. This is very important. Now, it's a lot easier when the blades come off, but the problem doesn't change. Okay? You have to stop spreading. Now, the book will tell you, and people will tell you, dandruff is not contagious. Again, that is true. You cannot catch dandruff. What you can catch is the bacteria lodging in a particular kind of dandruff. And how you know this is true, it tells you right in the book, pityriasis steatoidis, greasy, waxy dandruff, must be referred to a physician. Okay? There's all you need. The doctor is going to give you a prescription to get rid of it. Stop spreading this to your customers. Now we're going to move right along here to proper hand washing. And who knew there was that much to know about hand washing? It says continue for a minimum of 20 seconds. Okay? 20 seconds is longer than you might think. One of my best students told me, his little sister told him, they taught them in, I think, 2nd grade, to sing the happy birthday song. And because I'm a person who believes nothing people tell me, I did a little experiment, and sure enough, it takes about 20 seconds to sing that song and wash your hands. That is how long you should be washing your hands. Finally, there's the blood exposure situation. Again, if it was a razor blade, you take the razor off and you put it in this container. Even if you didn't make the person bleed, when you finish with the razor, you put it in a sharps container. Periodically, the company comes and takes this to give you a new one. This avoids anybody getting cut with a contaminated razor, pushing your hand down in the trash. Okay, it can happen. Okay? I think that pretty much wraps up this chapter. Now, there's a lot of material here. If you feel that you don't want to be one of those people taking the test 3, 4, 5, 7 times and paying the state $1,000 to keep taking it over and over and over again, and trust me, they will let you do it as many times as you want. Some states will require you to go back to school for 100 or 200 hours after a while. Most states will not. They're very happy to keep taking your money. It's a multi-million-dollar a year business. If you think about that 7 out of 10 barbers in the last 3 months fail their test, and the average person who fails takes the test 4 times, you're looking at between $500 and $1,000 that you've spent to fail your test. Multiply that times the tens of thousands of people, and you're looking at a multi-million-dollar industry for the state. Now, if you don't want to be in that, we have our book available. It has 10 practice tests. Each practice test has 100 questions. It covers every chapter in the textbook. It's $49.95. It's available on our website, www.cosmetologystateboardexam.com. Cosmetologystateboardexam.com. It's not just for cosmetology, it's for barbers, estheticians, and nail technicians as well. You can also take our private tutoring. It's 5 classes. It's very affordable. It costs less than failing your test another time. Give us a call. We set it up on your schedule. We use either FaceTime if you have an iPhone or WhatsApp on an Android phone. Okay? We'll go with your schedule. You'll take 5 classes. We'll cover every chapter, but principally the most heavily tested chapters being chapters 4, chapter 13 on shaving, chapter 16 hair cutting, 17 chemical services, 18 hair color. And understand something, okay? At the risk of repeating myself, chapter 4, 17, and 18 are approximately 50% of the questions on your test. Every day I have barber students telling me their teacher never even opened chapter 17 or 18. It's simple. The barber's not interested. The teachers are tired of arguing with students about it. They just let you go. And you fail, the problem is on you. Don't let that happen to you. If you're still in school, demand your teacher go over these chapters. If you're done with school, either get our book or give us a call for private tutoring. 760-534-4434. Open 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. every day. We hope to hear from you. And make sure when you finish this video, you hit the subscribe button below. We'll send you all the vocabulary terms you'll need at no charge, and they'll help you pass your test. And stay tuned for future videos. When you subscribe, you'll get a notification telling you about upcoming videos. Thank you and hope to see you soon.